Shalom. First and foremost, we want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rahak the honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone taught us his truth. Shalom also to the Akim pushing his word in sincerity and in truth, and to the speckled bird across the four corners of the world, and to the few sisters who are listening. To you we say Shalom. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson on the brother Kadashia.
Brother Anyala.
And we just want to get into this quick edifying lesson. We are the brothers from the GMS Chicago camp. And the first scripture we want to start off with is Philippians 2:15. And it says, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. And us being in this truth, we got to make sure that we're upholding the image of Yahweh Shai, man. Because now that we're in this truth, we're responsible for the actions that we take in this world, man. We're no longer niggas in the world. When you wake up to this truth, you got to realize that you're being conformed to the image of his son, man. As a matter of fact, let me get that scripture too. This is Romans 8:29. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. So us, if we truly are the elect, and Lord willing we are, we've been predestinated from the beginning of the world to be conformed to the image of Yahweh Shai, man. And we got to uphold that image, man. You see? That's why we got to be harmless. That's why we got to be without rebuke, man. That's why we got to be ultimately the sons of God, man. And hold up that standard, because, see, a lot of niggas in this truth, once they come to the truth and the knowledge that they're an Israelite, they feel as though they could do whatever the fuck they want, man. But that's not what Yahweh Shai taught us, man. See, Yahweh Shai taught us to be, the example that Yahweh Shai taught us, he came and basically made himself low and was without reputation, man.
Exactly.
So, we got to follow after that same example and show that we're without rebuke, that in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, we're shining as lights in the world, man. See, people, when they look at you, they should know that there's already something different about you, man.
Yeah.
That you're not just a nigga in the world.
This is the book of Matthew 14. It's like in Matthew 5:14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but put it on a candlestick and give it light unto all that are in the house. All right, so that's the light, man. If the scriptures talk about in Isaiah 55:11. If you don't speak according to the word, it's because there's no light in you, right?
Well, that's Isaiah 8:30.
It's like 20. You got it. So either way, we gotta speak directly and correctly according to what the scriptures talk about. Right? You got it?
I got it right here. This is Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. And a lot of people, not only do they speak contrary to this word, but their actions clearly show that they do not have the light, man. Because if you truly did have the light, then guess what? Like it says in that Matthew 5, then guess what? You're going to show your light before men. You're going to let it shine, man. You're going to let everybody know where they're going off, what's the right way to go. And you're not going to be conformed to the way of this world, but you're going to be conformed to the image of his son. And you're going to uphold that standard, man. See, when you come into this truth, it's all about upholding a standard, man. You can't just do whatever the fuck you want to do. You got to do what the Lord commanded you to do, man. And that's hard, because you got to go through the straight gate, man.
That's right.
Going through the straight gate, you got to cut off certain things. You got to be more disciplined. You got to read more. You got to go out there on the line. Cry aloud, spare not. And that's another thing, man. You can't spare when you're out there on the line, man. You can't spare people's feelings. You got to let them know exactly where they're going off. And that's all part of what? Shining as lights, man. All right?
This is the book of Matthew 15:8. This people draw nigh unto me with their mouth, and they honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. So their mindset is far away from the Lord, but their mindset is towards this world, man. But you can't please man and mammons, man.
That's right.
It's either gotta please Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, or you're not pleasing anybody at all, man.
That's right.
Because the Lord, he once you come into this truth, this wisdom, understanding what few can uphold. Now you got a job to do, man.
Yup.
You have a responsibility, because only few can understand the things that you hear and speak the same things that you say. Those are the prophecy. How about Hashem Yahushai?
Now you got a standard to uphold, man.
Exactly.
Because now you got to make sure that. That's why the truth talks about. Hey, let me see if I could get it. It says, basically a soldier. Let me see. Let me get it real quick. This is the book of Second Timothy 2:4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who has chosen him to be a soldier. So the Lord has chosen us to be soldiers, to fight for this battle, man, to fight the good fight of faith. And fighting the good fight of faith, we have a certain standard to uphold, man. It's no longer about your goals, what you want to do, if you want to go to college or not, whatever the fuck you want to do, man. Nah, it's all about what the Lord wants you to do, man. And what the Lord wants you to do is to go out there and prophesy, man.
What is it? You said no man entangled in himself.
It says, let me read it one more time. 2 Timothy 2:4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
So good. This is the book of 2 Corinthians 4, and I'll start at 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, working for us a far more exceeding and eternal weighty glory. While we look not at things which are seen, but at things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
That's
so you can't think of this lifetime which we're living in, and as that's all we got. Cause that's not it, man. Yahweh Shimi Ashai has a way more beautiful picture, beautiful mindset that we can ever think of. But we're in this mindset right now under Esau's kingdom. Like he has you fully. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Like deprived. He has deprived us off our lifetime, man. Like he's trying to catch us all in the cage, man. But Yahweh Shimi Ashai, he has life for us, man.
That's right. That's why the scripture says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Because when you have this truth, now you're able to walk as an Israelite. Now you're able to walk in your power. Now you're able to pray, cry out to the Lord. Now you're able to go out there and teach these scriptures and actually divide the word of truth, rightly divide the word of truth, man. And when you have that, there's a certain standard that comes with that, man. It's no more about what you want to do. It's more about what the Lord wants you to do, man. That's why, going back to the scripture, it says that the inward man is renewed day by day. See, the inward man has to be renewed, man. Your heart, your inner man, right? That's what the word heart in the Hebrew means. It means it's the Hebrew word la'ab, which means your inner man. That has to be renewed, man. And how does that get renewed? Matter of fact, let's get that. This the book of Psalms 119. Psalms 119 and 9, it says, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. So you have to take heed according to this word, man. You got to follow what the Lord already laid down for us, man. That's how we become a light. That's how we become the sons of God. That's how we become without rebuke. That's how we become basically people look at us as we're different, man.
That's right.
Because at that point, you're upholding the image of Yahweh Shai, man. It's no longer you're doing what you want to do. It's no longer doing whatever the flesh is telling you to do, but you're applying the scriptures, and guess what? Upholding that standard, man.
That's right.
Hey, that's why ultimately, when this truth, we gotta make sure that we're not just only following what the flesh says, but what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai intended us to do, man. Which was what? Examine ourselves, apply these scriptures, not be conformed to the way of this world, but be renewed in the spirit of our mind, right? And that's how we get cleansed, man. By applying these scriptures, by putting these scriptures in our daily life, man. That's how we get conformed to the image, man. That's how we get conformed to the image of his son. Not doing what we want to do, but what the Lord commanded us to do, man. And it's hard. Of course it's hard, man. But guess what? The more we fight, the more we endure this battle, the more we apply the scriptures, the more we're able to what? To be conformed to that image, man.
And that's a fight, man, because the scriptures talk about the flesh and the spirit are contrary towards one another. So that's a constant fight. Because right. Your biggest enemy in the truth is yourself.
That's right.
Nobody can hold you back. Nobody can hold you up. The only person that can do that is just yourself. But guess what's your greatest weakness? Your flesh.
That's right.
Because the flesh is made to go off, man.
That's right.
The angels wish they could do what we could do, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're up there in the heavens doing according to every command of the Lord. But right now we're in the flesh, bro. Like, hey, the flesh could do what the hell it wants to do, but then the spirit is on it to like, no, bro, like this is discipline. I gotta keep myself in check.
That's right.
So that's a fight, man. That's a fight we gotta do every single damn day.
You gotta keep fighting.
It's a consistent fight until we get out this flesh.
That's right. Hey, so with that, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, HaKadosh. The wonders unto the apostles and the elders, the great Muslim taught us truth. Shalom and Abba Ba.